Live from the studio of his parents' basement, the Have You Seen It podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. Sitting across from me is the one and only Cash Kraus. But before we begin, if you guys can please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. So with that said, Cash, what are we reviewing today?
Well, Mason, it's good to be back in the studio.
It is.
Again, it's been too long.
We
took a little hiatus.
We cashed in the old PTO. We took last week off. But
we
get
a mandatory week of PTO, which is a lot less than most people get.
It is. We got to talk to the company.
Our union rep.
Yeah, we do. It's a problem. We need 2 weeks.
Thinking about striking.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
And I mean, if both of us strike,
yeah, that's 100%. They don't get that a lot.
They don't. No.
But yeah, it's been a while, but I'm glad to be back, and we're back here for a nostalgia trip.
It is a generational film, I would say.
Absolutely. No one older than 30 should be able to watch these films. These are only for us. I'm gonna gatekeep. You don't.
And I respect the hell out of that.
Of course,
yes.
Of course. Although my parents, my dad and my uncle were probably the first person to show me this film. Well, They watched it, and then we weren't allowed to watch it. But guess what, guy?
Hey,
guess what?
Oh,
guy?
you're asleep at 9:30, Dad?
Guess what? Oh, you got to go to work. You have responsibilities. Guess who does it?
This guy.
12-year-old me.
11-year-old me. Yeah.
I got nothing but time, Jack, and I'm gonna watch a lot of films.
Absolutely.
Yeah, films I'm not supposed to watch. But yeah, I remember sneaking and watching this, and just being blown away. Like, this is the Mona Lisa of films. Mm-hmm. They've done it.
It really is, and like it encapsulates everything of my childhood. I really feel like, because like, I know it's so weird to say, but as a child, I genuinely looked up to the Jackass crew. I love them. I used to make videos all the time growing up, eating bugs, jumping off the roof into the pool, like just, and obviously much less severe stuff than them. But I'm a kid, you know, and it was just so much fun. Like, they inspired me so much. That whole generation was just so much fun, between Jackass, Wild Boys, Viva La Bam. Like, those were the shows growing up, dude, that just had such an influence.
And the funny thing about these movies, too, is they're pretty always well received.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
Critics like these films. There's a lot of people like Hollywood snobs that like these fucking films.
Which is the weirdest thing ever.
Well, it's because they're extremely, they're put together extremely well.
Yeah, they really are.
As far as filmmaking goes, they're shot extremely well. They do a lot of great camera work. And the stunts are well written. They're not stupid stunts where these guys are just they're layered.
Yes.
Like, the best ones are the stunts that keep fucking going. Yep. Like when, I'll just get into it, but the when they shut the lights off, the snake one.
Bro, oh my God, that one was so fucking funny.
It was so fucking good.
It was so funny because, like, I believe it was Zach was the big guy.
Yes.
That was my favorite part. He's freaking out, and then there's the
tables.
and
Aaron
is... Yeah, Danger Aaron.
He's almost crying.
Big Portland Trailblazer fan, might I add.
Did you see he was at the premiere at the Hollywood Theater.
Was he? That makes sense.
He surprised everyone. He showed up and he did like a Q&A and everything. It would have been fucking awesome. No one had any idea he was going to be there.
Yeah, I like to brag about this often, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. My cousin had season tickets.
No, we sat right behind him at a game, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You went with me one time.
Yeah, that's our claim to fame, which is a guy that's like a C-list actor.
I mean, outside of Jackass, I don't know much. I see him as the occasional audition.
He is in other stuff.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he does like Portland stuff for sure.
Yeah, he does. I've seen him in Simon Hill Casting a few times.
Yeah, I know he's done definitely like Grimm. I think he was in an episode.
Yeah, he was in Grimm.
Yeah,
yep.
But
that's actually where I saw him last, because I had an audition for Grimm. Yeah. Different characters, obviously.
Everyone was trying to get in on the Grimm.
Yeah, they were. I didn't get on Grimm. Got on Leverage, but not Grimm. But,
yeah, Leverage is a good one too.
It is what it is.
What's the other one? The Librarian.
The Librarian was here too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're never here for long.
Never long. A couple seasons.
Not cheaper to go somewhere else. Yeah.
But
anyways,
yes. Anyway,
that was a great scene. They lock two guys in a room. They always have this Australian animal handler who's in all of them, and he's the craziest fucking guy.
He's a crazy man.
When he's telling the new guy, Poopies, to like keep fucking with the snake, he's like, "Get in there, you got another one in you." It's crazy. But anyways, they lock these guys, and they say there's a king cobra,
which is one of the most venomous snakes on planet Earth.
Yeah, exactly. So they lock him in, but then they shut the lights off. They switch out the snake for just snake sounds. But Johnny Knoxville has like full on like SWAT gear, like night vision goggles, and he's going in and he's just shocking them. But they think this snake is fucking loose. And Aaron is crying, and so is the news guy.
Oh, he's
Zach.
crying. Yeah, Zach is like, he thought he got bit in the chest. They got bit, and then they're fucking with him, and they're like, dude, you got bit. We got to get you out of this room. And then they put him in.
That's
the
what I
other
love.
room.
The second layer.
The second layers.
That just It's like a psychological fear.
I laughed. That's actually funny that you bring up that scene because that one I think was probably the one I laughed the hardest at because when the table of the tax and the mouse traps.
Well, when Aaron, because at first the door's like locked and then like he gets out, he's like, come on. And he goes right into the fucking cast iron paint and he goes, ding, it's the perfect. He's just knocked.
It was so funny because he's like, come on, no, I'm not tricking you.
He's like, what the fuck,
and he goes, fine, fuck you, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, he's like, no more. But yeah, so they go in the second room, and the second room's got pans, it's got mouse traps, it's got tacks, and it's got like a hallway, but then a bunch of tables that you can like lay down on. That's all mouse traps.
Yep.
And the fat guy, the new guy, Zach,
he's hilarious. I love.
He
Zach.
is in such a panic. That he thinks he's just going to jump over these tables and he jumps into... I mean, he is maybe the craziest guy.
No, he absolutely is. I've been following that guy since like 2013, 14.
Well, he had an MTV show that was kind of like Jackass that only lasted a season or something, but he is a big fan.
Well, yeah, he's a big guy and a wild man, too. Like, he will literally do anything.
Zach Holmes.
Zach Holmes.
Gotta give him credit.
Big. It's scary to watch him do some of those things, but he's a fearless man.
And he just pops right up, too. He like a lot of them will lay down, and you gotta assume it's
the padding.
To the fat.
Yeah, it's the padding. It actually works in his favor.
Because when he jumps in those cactus, and he pops right up, and then turns around on his back, and it's
all like
you gotta think
spikes
that
and
takes
everything.
Weeks until you're feeling all right again.
Yeah. Well, and then even like midway through the film, like you could see like marks and bruises and cuts on him, and they're still doing stunts every day. It's wild.
Oh yeah, I just assume they just go, we're just gonna do this for 2 months, and we're just gonna go hard for fucking 2 months, and then after that you can go on vacation for fucking 9 months. But in those 2 months, it's a possibility you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You just got to accept it.
And what I love about Jackass and what they've historically done throughout this franchise, if you will, is doing the big stunts, but then adding these great little snippets of like little stupid jokes and pranks that they do on each other, like the surprise soccer ball. That's such a simple thing, but it's something that like you or I would have done to a friend growing
up.
up.
I don't know if I read that in an article or it was maybe in the movie, but I guess Knoxville had been trying that for weeks and he couldn't hit anyone with it. Like he was setting it up everywhere.
Yeah.
And anytime someone opened a door, it would like fly near their head or something. So Steve-O said he was finally just happy just to get it because he was living in fear.
Right, for the whole time, yeah. And that's something on those sets.
You live in fear. Flying though.
Oh, it was fast. You could, bing, and I'm like, oh my God, bro.
I like the other one too, where it's like they put up the fake stairs. And the guy was like, why was he carrying milkshakes?
Yeah, milkshakes, and he steps down.
He'll carry these 8 milkshakes and go out.
It's so stupid.
He just goes, oh, fuck. He just walks away, yeah.
I know we had some cameos too that were really nice. You know, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, of course. Eric Andre was awesome.
Eric Andre was there,
and they were great. They always get good people that are not afraid to go in with the prank.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, Tyler Creator, bro. He
said that I don't even know, and you could tell he was scared too. That's a funny thing, especially when they get cameos. Is everyone is fucking nervous?
Oh, for sure, because when you're
on the set,
cameo, you're going to. Inevitably get something pulled on you.
And even when you're not, when cameras aren't even filming, you're going to get fucked with.
And not everything's going to make the cut either, which sucks even more.
Oh, yeah. I think probably a third of it makes it. Yeah. I mean, less than that probably, but yeah, he was great.
He was. And that was fun. That tap dancing, that's terrible though, to get the shocks, because what it does is like goes up your body and then you kept seeing them go, because it would shock up into like their hands.
I think that was just to get him on the stool though, because that looked like the worst shock.
Yeah. Oh, the stool looked awful.
And then remember, director Jeff Tremaine,
Gotta love him.
he sat down too on it.
He
'Cause
did?
Tyler was like, "You got to sit down," and he like flies into the wall.
Yeah. And
It's crazy.
that's what I love about Jeff and like this dynamic is they also pull pranks on the director.
Yeah.
You could never do that on a real set because like they are like legit just
Well, Steven
serious
Spielberg would
focused.
just have a heart attack and die.
and
He's an
they literally
80-year-old man.
fire you.
Yeah.
Producers would. But on
Imagine
this one,
shocking Martin Scorsese with a cattle prod. Oh, my heart.
oh my lantern.
Someone kill this man.
But Jeff just leans into it and he has fun with it. Like the tackling or whatever when he was chasing him and he just full on
But
tackles him.
it is funny, but the age definitely, that's one thing too, is these guys are old. So when they're running around, they're like barely fucking moving anymore. Because when he runs, he just collapses. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It doesn't take much at that old age
And
to
they're
get
all
knocked down.
having an incredible list of injuries, these
Oh,
guys.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're barely put together at this point.
We got to talk about a new member of the Jackass crew, Jasper Dolphin, too, as well. Him and his father.
Or Jasper, Poopies.
Poopies. I love Poopies.
Poopies was awesome.
And the
Zach Holmes and Rachel Wolfson.
She
was awesome too.
Impressed the living shit
Oh, yeah.
out of me in this.
She was awesome.
I was like, dude, she is a legit badass. When they did the silent game, I love this. It's like a staple of the Jackass franchise, right?
Yeah.
Is the silent game
And
where
they did a
dress up
lot
as
of callbacks
mimes.
to the other ones
Yeah,
too.
they
That
did.
that was awesome.
But the callbacks, I think, were warranted because they were still funny bits that they were doing within like the miming and
Oh, they were
stuff.
great.
Like, it was
Yeah,
great.
absolutely.
And I love that. I love the mime bit because she does the taser and puts
the
her
tongue,
tongue
yeah.
in it.
To
Doesn't
be honest,
make a peep.
the least worst of them though.
Oh, the least compared to the snake.
The snake was bad, and the Steve-O. I mean, if you've ever taken a scooter or a skateboard to the
Oh, it
shins,
hurts so bad, bro. I was
and they put it
all the way up.
what 9 feet in there.
Yeah, and it just dropped directly.
I
on his
thought for
shins.
sure he could have broken his legs.
I think you definitely could have, especially at that age.
But just the timing of him letting out that yelp was good comedy.
It was great comedy because then he was like,
"Oh," and he just went, "Oh, yeah." He's
It was supposed to be
he's
quiet.
I
I forgot the
to be
rules.
quiet. But brutal, yeah.
Bro,
that's
that
tough.
snake
Steve-O
one,
was
though.
still. They're all like I went in. I mean, after I thought, I'm like, they all went in there thinking, let's just kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's end it right
and
here.
you could tell with some of those.
And what a
stunts.
way to go out for these guys too.
I know.
They want. I mean, if they could die here, that's how they'd want to go out.
And believe it or not, they did not close the door on Jackass 5 because Knoxville has said after the second, after the third, and after the second and third that there would never be another Jackass.
Yeah.
Yet this time he said, no, we'll keep the door open. So
Well, I think there could be, but I think it'd be in a very limited role for the older guys.
exactly. And that's what I'd like to see because I think what they're trying to do, and I could be completely wrong on this, but they've got a really good crew of new people.
Yeah.
Where the new, and as you just said, you bring the new people in, you incorporate them, and then the original crew's still there, and they can do some of the stunts with them, but maybe not the ones that could kill them, But
Yeah.
I think that
Some
would
point
be a
they're
good
gonna be in
transition.
walkers. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
but it would be fun. Like, I would still watch it just to have the crew there.
Well, it's Hollywood, and the franchise, of course, makes a ton of money, so nothing
does.
can be dead, of course. I mean, they could definitely possibly, especially because the cast is a lot smaller, they could go back to a Jackass show or whatever on MTV or
I
whatever.
wish they would. I miss those days.
But yeah,
Wild Boys.
we skipped. We got to talk about the intro. This one.
Yeah.
My God, dude,
Penis
I was dying. And I gotta tell you this: there was a group of 15 fucking guys. I shit you not, that were screaming the entire time,
Like howling, laughing.
laughing and yelling, being super fucking annoying. If it was any other film, I would have been furious. But it's Jack. The crazy thing is like a 2 p.m. though. Like, I don't know. But these guys were yelling the entire time, bro. I mean, they were yelling like weird things like fuck Jeff Tremaine whenever he came on. Like, I don't.
Because of the whole Bam thing? I don't know. That would be the only thing
Well,
why
I
you'd be
know-
mad.
I
But like,
have
why
no
would you
idea. I
take
know.
Bam's side on that
How
scenario?
many people even know that much about Jeff Tremaine?
Yeah. That's such
But
a weird
but it was-
thing.
I don't know. Something wrong with these guys. I don't know if they bust them in or something, but there was a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
But when they realized, it took them a little bit to register that it was a penis.
Really?
Little
That's
slow.
what, when I saw the giant Peniszilla and I saw the
Yeah.
little flabbly sack in front of him, I go, penis
Well, and you got
immediately?
the mushroom head.
The mushroom head? Yeah, the mushroom head on top. I knew it was obviously
Yeah, it was
his
pretty obvious.
penis.
But these guys,
Yeah.
but they were howling.
Oh, I bet.
Like,
I bet they thought it was the
saw
best.
the funniest thing. But a great intro, though.
It absolutely was. And then the semen and everything.
Yeah.
It's so Jackass. It's so on
so
the
good.
nose,
And
man.
Weeman and Dave England being on top of the movie thing getting
Blown up.
Weeman just flips.
It's great, dude.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Weeman takes some shit in this one.
He does.
Some brutal. You could tell he's most likely the scaredest of all people.
Yeah.
As he should be.
Yeah, he should be.
But he does some crazy stuff in this one. The vulture stunt was pretty crazy.
The vulture stunt.
Where they tied him down.
Oh my god, yeah, and the vulture was eating
They
raw
put
meat.
the meat in his fucking underwear.
Bro, that's not even funny. Like, I was uncomfortable watching that because I'm like, dude, that thing could literally pick away at his skin.
Oh, yeah, vultures.
I mean, they're vultures, so that's literally what they do.
Crazy, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what they do. They just but that was he seemed like he was crying at one point.
Yeah.
Well, and they tied him up, dude. He couldn't get out of it.
If we're talking about, we'll keep talking about Wee Man, the musical chairs, bro. He flew, and then
It was
the center. They had metal
funny.
all
They had
over
like the
it.
pieces. They put the pieces like of the chair,
Yeah.
the X-ray, like inside the middle.
I'm just like, goodness
and nothing. They put like
gracious.
one thin blanket, and he falls into pure metal piping.
Flies back. I was like, oh my god, bro. And when they showed, it's actually
Again,
funny.
he weighs half as much as everyone else.
Oh, of course. So of course he's gonna fly the most.
Why would they have him in that stuff?
It's the worst one to have in, but also the best. But I laughed obviously initially when he flung, but I even laughed harder when they pulled over to the camera and they saw all the compressors were there, all the metal, and they go, "Oh, I
like,
guess we
look.
forgot to add pads." And I laughed so. And again, great comedic timing because I love.
Oh yeah, the dialogue between all the fucking actors in this movie is hilarious too. I don't know what it is, but they're like I said, the comedic timing for all of them is so
perfect.
fucking like when Steve-O gets knocked out and he pulls his. He's like,
Yeah,
he's still got that $1 million smile. He goes, and he pulls it. It's just great.
But I think that's just decades of working with each other.
Oh,
and
they're
just
so
knowing-
comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, again, you got Chris Pontius who's got his penis out the entire film.
Oh, no
and
one
it's
gives
just like,
a fuck, dude. Yeah.
No.
But and the stories you hear are like behind the scenes of the nasty shit these guys get into. I mean, it's
Well, I was listening to Steve-O's podcast, and they had this thing where England almost quit because he smeared shit on Jeff
Yes,
Tremaine's door handle, and then Jeff
That was
Tremaine
the
walked
European
in.
one or whatever that they did,
and
yeah.
peed all over his suitcase, and I guess he had a stuffed animal for his daughter, and he was like, I almost fucking
well.
quit.
What the story was of Dave England, like early on, was when he drank, he was insane. They said that he would black out and he would be a fucking problem. Everyone said he was the craziest guy. And like on camera, he's like kind of this quiet guy, but everyone said he was fucking nuts.
And honestly, I could
I can
always
see it
kind of
too.
see that. Yeah, like him just being the wild.
well, he does
crazy
do a lot of the crazier shit for sure. I loved the callback to the toilet.
shit, the toilet. It's just great. In the middle of a garage sale, and people are like, what are you doing? And then I had no idea, and then the explosion of
And when something happens to him, he's like in a daze. Like he just got bombed. He was like, "What the fuck?" Remember, he's like, "I don't know what happened." He's
well,
like,
you know what they probably did is they probably were like, go do the
he had
original
no
prank.
idea.
But yeah, he had no idea that it was going to explode up.
yeah. And he's like, "I don't know." He's like, he was so dazed.
some of the little ones that were great too was
But the water pressure.
The water pressure
Probably
was
did
heavy.
fucking-
Yeah, it probably did. That was like a fire hydrant just exploding up. Some of the smaller bits were really great too. The invisible wall, that looked very realistic. When he rode the bicycle into the wall.
Yeah. I wish they kind of showed us the setup. Did he know? Did they just say, "Hey, ride in that thing," or what?
No, I just don't think he knew. Yeah. But that was
That
funny.
was a bit that they showed in the commercial a lot,
Yeah, they
but
did.
it was hilarious because he full on. I mean, like if he did know, then he sold it so well because he didn't put his hands up or anything.
No.
Head straight.
Right into the wall, man. And then obviously Jasper Dolphin's dad, Dark Shark,
We got to talk about Dark Shark.
the spider head
What?
or the spider helmet.
And this is such a smart thing. I'm sure they were probably just hanging out with Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy just came up and they're like, "This guy's a fucking character.
Yeah.
Gotta
bring him on."
He's so fucking like from the city that any animal scares
it's
any
so
animal.
organic. He's
Yeah,
just literally truly who he is. Yeah.
He hates, and That spider scene, dude, was fucking tense.
Oh, it was awesome.
I thought he was gonna start swinging on those guys.
Well, so did I too. And then
when he
broke the restraints coming up.
This guy's He-Man.
Well, and then the
And
spider.
you could tell Jasper was like, "Oh fuck!" He's gonna kill someone because he
knows his father.
His his dad Darkshark was in prison. Yep. They say for a long time. They're crazy, but they're insane.
Before they put that spider in too, bro, that spider looked vicious. Those fangs on that spider, that would have made me feel super uncomfortable. Those were the longest fangs I've ever seen on a spider, man.
It was so funny after that when because they're whoever loses, and they're okay, Aaron lost. He's what the fuck's happening?
He had to get bit.
Yeah, and he didn't lose. He definitely won. Yeah, and he got fucking bit, dude. That was wild,
they do that. Of course.
But Darkshark is another scene too where they make him. It's not even a prank. All they do is make him put the vulture on his arm.
Oh my god!
With the leather thing that all bird handlers have, they do. I mean, that's not even and he is losing his damn mind.
He's losing it. I think he was losing it more there than he was with the spider. Where he's no,
I
get
feel
this
the
thing
claws.
off.
I feel the claws.
He goes, it's biting me. It's biting me. He's no, those are his claws.
Hilarious. So smart. Again,
I got to go back to Chris Pontius. Paddle penis was.
That was the one that you could tell barely worked.
Yes.
But they managed to get it into I can't believe it made the main cut.
Well,
but it was fucking funny, dude.
The aspects of obviously a smush penis.
It was such
hilarious.
A stupid setup.
But when they started doing this slow-mo.
And no one could get it. But then when Johnny Knoxville.
And then they did the slow-mo, and I was like, that's just perfect. I love it.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah, Jackass was his nickname. The Zack guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, he had some crazy stunts. The cactus one sucked. That's one I would not want to fucking do.
No, absolutely not.
I would do the slip and slide down and just where they land on the dirt, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. But I would have done that for sure, but not the cactus, man. I hate that.
We got to talk about, or initially, remember, I believe it was Dave England with the initial wedgie. If I might be wrong on that for the original one, it was someone. I don't remember the wedgie scene.
Might have been Ryan Dunn.
Oh yeah, it may have. But
because it was jumping off the tree.
Yes, jumping off the tree in the original. But dude, the Wee Man wedgie was miserable. Brutal. Yeah, that thing was so far up his ass.
Well, it was Wee Man set up in a harness, and then Preston Lacey and Zach, the two fattest guys, and the smallest guy,
and then just rocket launched him up, and that wedgie was.
And then when they walk behind him, and they just start losing it, and the camera just pans around, and he's got to be tasting that fucking.
Oh yeah. He's like, get me the fuck out of here.
He's freaking out.
Yeah. Imagine just the rug or the underwear burn and everything of that. Yeah. It's got to be just awful.
It would be miserable.
Okay, one that had me fucking dead was Preston in the punching bag, which is nutsack.
We got to say, they upped the penis times 10 in
They
this
did,
one.
And I loved every second of it.
Oh, you can't be mad about it.
You can't.
Yeah. That one, again, one I would not want to do. And they get him twice.
Oh, yeah, they were like, yo, we didn't get it. He's like, oh, fuck. I love Preston because he gets so, scared.
The gun where there's,
shaky.
They made two arms that it had, hairy, it had the anchor tattoo, his Popeye. Yeah. But his balls were purple.
They were, dude. That shit hurts. But if we want to talk about the most miserable ball scene, unquestionably.
But when I found out it was a set of them, I was dying. We're talking about Aaron, right?
No, I think the worst nutsack one was Steve-O's bees.
What? You think that's worse than the cup test?
The cup test.
Getting hit with the hockey puck, getting hit with the softball in the nuts, and then getting hit by Francis Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou, the softball pitcher, and then that really good hockey player.
I for sure thought it was only going to be one thing, the softball thing, and then they keep going. Bro, and that hockey player, dude, what was it going, 98 miles per hour? And they show the cup, and it's dented.
It's dented, and it's a metal cup indented. What a shot that guy had, because the first time he fucks with him,
he's yelling, he goes, I'm going to fucking kill you, man.
And then the second one, he hits right on the cup.
I thought the whole time, I was like, there's no way he's going to be able to hit him.
Yeah.
But the softball player who
was
kept
the worst
missing,
one, in my opinion.
Kept missing because
he kept moving.
She hit inner thigh.
Oh, so many times, man. His legs were all black and blue afterwards.
How much did they pay him?
I don't know.
Because that is so
Not
much
enough.
worse than 90% of the pranks.
Oh, for sure.
And the worst one by far was the pogo stick, where he landed. That's got. You tell me that's not worse than the bees?
Okay, that one that one is. That one is, bro. I forgot about the pogo.
He landed and he drags his ball sack and he tears open.
Oh god, dude, that
You're
one
telling me
I
that's
forgot.
not-
You know what? I blocked that out of my mind because it was traumatizing.
Yes,
watching
that's
that.
one.
Yes,
There's many parts where
totally
I
forgot.
had to almost look away.
Yeah, that one almost had me going
It was,
in the theater, bro. That one, yeah.
You had to take him straight to the hospital.
Oh, of course you had to. You got to sew that bad boy up. His testes are hanging
His
out.
balls were. That's so stupid. What was the cup gonna do?
I don't know.
No matter
What were you
what, it was
thinking?
gonna-
That's the worst idea of all of them.
That's just lazy writing at that point.
It
They're like,
is.
we got a pogo stick. Let's just do that. But yeah, because they ran out of things to sling at his nuts.
They did. So we got to go pogo stick. Never a good idea. We got to talk
Holy
about.
shit.
We got to talk about the dum dum game.
Oh
The nutsack
my God.
one. So funny
When he
because
kept-
Poopy's.
When he kept hitting the.
He missed hitting the button. Knoxville's like,
Oh,
sorry.
God, I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
sorry. And then Poopy's didn't know. Johnny Knoxville asked him a question. He goes, on Elton John's record,
Yeah,
who
who
played
played
the
it? Good.
piano?
Yeah, crazy guy's not the brightest, of course.
No,
you
of
can't
course. Poopy's is a dumbass, but we love him for it.
be. His name is Poopies.
Poopies.
What do you expect?
It's a great nickname, though. It's a
They
great
never
name.
explain the nickname.
No, and I don't want to know.
I can only
Poopy's is
imagine
good enough
one
for
thing.
me.
Yeah, I
yeah.
But yeah, I like that. I like the setup ones too, where they prank people. They don't do as much as they used to.
But the furniture
Furniture
shop.
was good. The Johnny Knoxville as the electrician, where he's hanging up all the blood, whatever
Like,
one.
I don't know what to do.
He's crying. What if that happened to my fucking mom, dude? She'd be shattered. It would just like be I'm like, because he's yelling at her. Whatever you're doing, do the fucking opposite. He's like,
I wish they would have taken it
lever.
one step farther and done maybe
Well, it was fucking sparking, dude.
it was, yeah. But him getting electrocuted,
Yeah.
but that might have been a little too traumatizing. But
Oh, I
it
know,
was
this poor
funny.
gal. But yeah, I like the setup ones. The furniture one was good too, where he flies in the fucking up through the ceiling.
One of the most intricate ones, though, and this was at the end of the film, but I actually really enjoyed this one. And this is something you could see doing with your friends and shit. But the Vomitron, where they're all drinking a quart,
Yeah, that one's
or
kinda
a
layered,
gallon of
too.
milk, and they're all spinning, and they don't know what's going on, and now they're all puking
Oh, that's
everywhere.
so bad. I would
Oh,
not
it's
want to do
awful.
that. I get so sick on anything spinning. But
Yeah.
drinking milk, and it's colored milk too.
Colored milk, yeah. Depending on which person
Yeah.
is wearing what shirt. And so they're all puking everywhere. And then they see explosions.
An
And an
army.
army of paintball guns surround them and start firing away. And they're just getting hit.
That's
left
good.
and
It was a really
right.
good shot too, because they did a lot of slow mo.
They did.
Getting
The
and it was so funny because
explosions
Jasper couldn't get out of his seat.
So he was just getting lit up the whole
Help
time.
me, help me.
And then I forget who came back, but he's like, I got you. And
Yeah.
he's trying to get him out. He's like, fuck. He keeps getting hit by paintballs.
And then Wee Man comes out in like a mini tank thing.
He does.
And he fires it at Zach Holmes, and it's like slow mo hitting him and stuff. Like, it's a very good one.
It
too.
was.
Another really good one. Yeah.
We got to talk about the most dangerous one, in my opinion. That's just the stupidest one to do, and actually caused the most problems. And we crazily talked, or just barely talked about it. But the treadmill one.
Yeah, that's another one where I'm like, I kind of don't even want to watch it because they're doing it in like a factory, with
Right,
like
no
concrete
padding or
floors.
anything. Concrete, no
And I
helmets,
read
nothing.
This is hilarious because there's a stunt guy on this guy. He's like the safety guy, which is probably the most. I mean, it's got to be the most stressful job in the world.
Yeah.
Because all his job is to make sure they don't kill themselves.
It's
And they have to run every stunt by him, and he's got to like figure out a way. Someone did a really good interview with him, and he has to figure out a way for them to do these stunts. He barely ever says no, but his job is to make sure to do it in a way that they can be safe.
Yeah.
And he said that treadmill one originally they had pads down, but he said they never go with the pads.
No.
He said there's no way. He said if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And they said originally, Poopies was the first one to test it out off camera. He was going to be in the marching band, and he did it. He got so hurt he couldn't do it again.
And they still went ahead with the stunt like a couple of idiots. Well, yeah, I mean Knoxville was all messed up. Steve-O was in like
a concussion.
Yeah, got a concussion.
He has to go to the hospital. Remember?
That's just crazy.
He got completely knocked out.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, he's coming back. because that's one where they had to run to him, and it's fucking insane, dude. It's
scary.
a giant treadmill going 90 miles an hour. They're just stiff landing on this thing,
Yeah, and then just getting full lung too. And you got to think about the torque on your neck and your back too when you initially hit that treadmill.
Not that, but it's
flung.
like a comically large treadmill. It's about a foot off the ground, and you're getting flown, and you're always head first getting flown. And it's like I don't know why they didn't have more clearance, but it's a wall.
It is. Slamming, yeah, on top of concrete underneath. It's not a good situation.
What the stunt guy said was like a big thing that was scary was like the metal instruments flying back.
Being flung. Yeah. That stunt blew me away because I was just like, dude, that is so dangerous. Like, I've had my fair share of falling off treadmills, and it sucks, dude. It sucks.
You're not even getting paid.
No, I'm not. But I could imagine how fast that thing was going, how hard they were hitting. That's miserable.
It's horrible, yeah. But should we talk about the scariest one?
The scariest one? No. Let's do this one real quick. This is a nice, quick one.
Okay.
It also deals with Johnny Knoxville, but the Flight of Icarus.
Yes.
We have to talk about that because the cinematography for that,
great,
that up top shot.
You can only do that once too, obviously.
I mean, of course, yeah.
So they must have had a drone up there, of course, but they measured it out perfectly.
Perfectly.
Super great, like 4K camera too.
Yeah.
And he gets right up there, and the angle of that canyon too is
crazy, dude.
That another thing is that the stuntman said that was one of the scariest ones too, and one that they didn't even show until the credits was like they're in boats on like jetpacks or something. He said that one was fucking horrifying because they're going like 40 miles an hour. He said they could just hit their head on the corner of the boat
and it's done
and just drown because they got a jetpack on their
Yep.
So that one they didn't even show.
No, I know.
It wasn't even
wild.
They got nothing out of that
final cut.
Yeah.
But no, the Flight of Icarus was great. The shot of that, and then just to see how far he got launched up into the air, and when he hit, I was like, oh God! At 50 years old doing that shit. And just
the dedication for the bit, man. For them to just to let their bodies just be fucking hammered, dude. A lot of people would fly up there and pencil up and try to go down.
Yeah,
he's flapping. They're morons, but they are professionals when it comes to it, dude. They are like professional stunt guys.
And they've got my respect and love for it.
They sell the fucking bit because they don't want to do it again.
Nope. And they'll have to.
Yeah, that's the best motivation. But man, dude, that's what blew me away. I every time I go to one of these, I think it's going to be softer. Every time this is going to be softer. They can't one up themselves. And they always fucking do. Yeah, to where they're almost trying to kill themselves.
Rachel Wolfson too, the scorpion Botox. Dude, she took that like a
How many bites did she take? 8?
It was like 3 or 4 stings, bro. I was like, you got to quit doing this. It was making me uncomfortable. And she would get hit in the chin sometimes. And I'm like,
nose a couple times.
Ugh.
Yeah, the animal ones are tough too, for sure. But she took it.
Yeah.
And they kept asking her, you want to go again too? And she was fine with it.
Yeah, she said, yeah. Are we going to talk, is the most dangerous one the Danger Aaron, or are we talking about Johnny again?
I think it's the magic
trick.
We
have to talk, before we do that, let's talk about this last one before we talk about that. And that's the lie detector test with Danger Aaron.
Yeah.
And the bear.
Of course.
Bro, that made me so uncomfortable.
You could tell the handler was pretty scared.
Well, the handler was like, no, I got to get in.
I got to get in. And he wraps that chain around that fucking bear, dude. What are they... Do they just know Aaron's got nothing else going on? They're like, he needs this a lot.
And he might die, but
he
it's
won't.
a sacrifice.
He's not going anywhere, though.
They do pick on him a lot.
We could do anything to this fucking guy. But he does, if he didn't give such good reactions, they wouldn't do it to him.
He gives the best, because, dude, you could see the fear in his eyes.
Salmon!
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah. I thought the bit was over. And then when they finally do come in.
He's traumatized.
He's traumatized. He's crying, and he's like, is it over? Is it done?
He's shaking, bro. That bear goes for his nuts, goes for its hand. It looked like he was about to munch on that hand.
Oh, it's going to bite. It's going to eat me.
The fucking bear doesn't know any better.
It is. No, it's going to eat whatever it can.
It's not a trained actor bear. It's a fucking... Yeah, I know. Something covered in honey and salmon. And they put salmon down his pants and...
Yeah. Irresponsible.
That's not safe, and I'm not comfortable with that. I will not sign off on this one. Crazy. Not a grizzly bear, but like a fucking big brown bear or something, dude. Something that would definitely do some damage.
Oh, for sure.
And the handler, that guy must be sweating it too. Because you could tell the number one thing is not to hurt these fucking animals.
Of course.
Like that, even the spider dude, they are worried about hurting that spider.
Well, even the scavenger or the vulture.
Yeah.
They were like, "Don't kick the bird! Don't kick the bird!" And he's like, "I'm not.
I'm kicking the fucking
bird."
Yeah.
Which he wasn't, but
of course, because man, you can't fucking hurt these animals. Have more rights than actors do.
They do. They really do.
They really do. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, PETA.
Because a lot of them have died.
Yeah.
A lot.
I would say
a lot more animal actors have died than regular actors.
Very true.
But yeah, man, that's one thing is they really got to fucking take care of these animals. Mm-hmm. But there's no big worried about that black or bear versus
old Dave.
They were like, don't kick the bear.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah. But man, I would have been nervous on set for that
for
one.
sure.
Because they're all behind this glass too, and they're all freaking. The reactions are just as good because they're freaking the fuck out. Yeah.
God, that would have been awful. That would have been one that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, forget it. I'm out. I'm calling it on this one.
You can't pay me to do this.
What's my life worth?
Yeah.
That one in the balls one, I feels like it's just going to do permanent damage to you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, you're...
Well, let's talk about it. Let's close out this podcast.
The one that did do permanent damage.
Which did do permanent damage. And this man is so fucked up at the age of 50. Had to use a
did you watch
colonoscopy bag for a while.
Howard Stern? Yeah. Colonoscopy bag was because of the Nitro Circus show when he tried to do backflip on Mars. He was peeing out of a bag for a long fucking time. Dude. This guy is...
He has taken the brunt of the damage. And what's so crazy is he's the
front
biggest...
man.
Yeah, he's the front man. He's the biggest actor, biggest star, and he's the craziest one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty crazy in their own right, but...
But I don't think anyone dedicates it to it like fucking Knoxville does. He is... he's crazy. He's got family, too.
Yeah, he does. Bro, that bull was menacing. What was the name they gave the bull?
I don't know. It was like a famous fucking bull, though. Mm-hmm. Like a bull riding bull.
Yeah. Like a legit badass bull.
He's fucking mad in there.
Yeah.
The bull is. He's pissed. Mm-hmm. And this one is called the magic trick. It's so stupid because the bit barely works. It's like... it should have been something more, but like they just needed a reason to get him in there.
Yep.
And I guess, again, with that stuntman, it was like try to really... The only thing they could do is try to soften the fucking dirt around. And you can only, like, comb it up so much. You can only do it so much, yeah. I know. And not only that, but the way... Because he landed straight on his head. Clearly, it didn't work.
No. And, like, the way he flung... Like, he did, like, two full fucking flips.
Because they showed the footage of him doing it a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And he flips like, he's got a way.
Yeah, he does. He really does. But he got flipped
just to go limp.
Yeah.
Because he does full fucking 180 rotation, lands on his head and his neck, and he is asleep. He's snoring.
I believe he broke his wrist. He broke a couple ribs.
Yes.
And then obviously concussed.
Had to have months of like...
physical therapy.
Neurological therapy and stuff like that to get... He said his short term was shot after that. Yeah.
That's so crazy, dude. To just do that at 50, like that, like
just ready to widow your wife. Yeah, like she's good. I've been with these kids.
So crazy.
Hey,
yeah, he suffered a brain hemorrhage at the hands of the bull too. That's just terrifying, dude.
And they were just worried about the bull.
Yeah,
we gotta protect.
We gotta get the bull out of here. Well, what do you mean? I think Knoxville.
You okay, bull? Yeah.
Knoxville's literally snoring.
Trust me, the bull was fine.
Yeah, no,
the bull could have gone through 100 Knoxvilles.
He could have
been fucking.
Had another day on the ranch. I fucking hate these.
Trust me, that bull went through Knoxville like he wasn't even there.
Yep.
God, dude, but that was one where I was like, I mean, I know he lived, but
still, it's
just knowing that's coming, like knowing that someone's about to get so fucked up. Well, but then him putting him into the fucking ambulance and him giving the 2 thumbs up like he's just fucking
He's a gangster, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He's a pro.
He's durable.
He is. He definitely is.
He loves the art. Dedicates himself.
So, Cash, how do you rank this Jackass? Do you give this an approval or disapproval?
Oh, big approval for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was one where I was... I didn't cry, but I was definitely sad at the end to say, especially the montage with even the Ryan Dunn thing, that was coming, of course. But just knowing that this most likely will be the last one of these guys' capacity. But like you said, growing up with these guys is, it was a little emotional.
It was. That's funny you bring that up because I was going to bring that up too. Like, it was just me and one other guy in the theater. Yeah. And he was about the same age as me. And I could tell, like, it was great because we're in the movie parlor. So it was very, like, isolated. And, like, it was just me and this one other guy about my age. And me and him, like, initially he was trying to be quiet. But, dude, I was within, like, the Peniszilla or whatever, the Dickzilla.
Yeah.
I was howling in the theater, just laughing so hard. And then this guy started opening up, and he was laughing at every bit.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a really good time, man. But at the very end, like, it is sad because at the end of Jackass 3, I remember thinking, man, we're never going to see this again.
Right.
And then now seeing Jackass 4, now we really know that this is the last time.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no way. Like, we got blessed to have Jackass.
Well, it took 10 years to
forever.
do this one, so they do another 10 years, these guys are going to be 60, and they
And that's
will
not
die.
happening. Yeah, exactly.
And you can't, it's not fun when people are dying.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so, but like you said, even the group of the 30 guys that were in the theater, even they shut up at that end montage because everyone was a little...
And I did like
about it.
I know I did like the old montage for Ryan too, when he's driving around the scooter, running into people and shit.
Yeah, of
because
course.
those were the golden days, man.
Oh,
those
yeah.
really were.
Yeah, it's...
And it's actually made me want to go back and watch Wild Boys and Viva La Bam and Jackass, the TV show, all over again.
But I mean, when it comes to like ranking them, man, I think this one is really good because all these guys have been through, a crazy amount, especially Steve-O and all of them and stuff. And they're probably in the best place of their lives right now than they were in any of the other ones.
Absolutely.
And just to go back and knowing that in those other ones, most of them are just fucking hammered on something.
Yeah.
These ones, stone sober.
Stone cold sober.
It gives more to the prank, I feel.
Yeah,
to
it
the
does,
stunts.
to the bits, yeah.
Yeah, because these guys have no cushion at all. They're just, especially Steve-O. He's taking the shit, and he's doing the same shit.
He is.
Amazing. I loved it. I would definitely recommend it.
Oh, of course. You have to go see this. And it's February. What the fuck else?
It's barren out there,
It
my guy.
is.
Barren.
It is.
Slim pickings, for sure.
So
But
definitely go see this. And this is one that, honestly, if there's nothing coming out for this month, I might go see it again.
Yeah.
I had that much fun with it.
I can't wait when it comes out to video on demand because I'll definitely be watching
Definitely
it again.
watch it again.
And they already announced that there'll be a Jackass Forever 4.05 or whatever, like they always do, because they have so many extra stunts. So
Hell yeah. So we're going to get some extended
pretty
bits.
much a full another movie of stunts that they didn't use. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. And those ones are always good too.
They are. Yeah, Jackass 2.5 or whatever that was.
I think
the
they
one
had a
in
Jackass
between.
3.5 also.
The 3.5, yeah. Those are awesome. I love them.
Yeah. So.
Alrighty, Cash.
good.
We actually went over our time quite a bit, but well
this
worth it.
absolutely.
We had
we
to.
knew it was going to.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a good one.
All right, everyone. That is our review for Jackass Forever. If you guys like what you're seeing here, please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause. Until next time.
Bye.